The next level 86 Heroes realm, featuring Tian Ying in Phase 1 and Guo Xin in Phase 2, is coming to the global server soon. This is the second level 86 Heroes realm following Yama's seal. Please note that all footage is from the CN server, so the global version may include some adjustments. Let's get straight into the mechanics and talent conditions. Phase 1, Tian Ying. Mechanic 1, tracking golden explosions. Tian Ying will target one or more players with continuous golden explosions that follow them for a few seconds. If you're targeted, stay away from your team and keep moving. This mechanic does not target healers, which can be useful for certain team compositions. If no one gets hit, you'll complete Talent 1-3. Mechanic 2, Shockwave Slam. The boss slams his staff into the ground, releasing a shockwave. Jump right before the cast finishes to avoid it. For each player who gets hit, an additional shockwave will be released. Mechanic 3, Sand Clones. 3 sand clones will spawn. When a clone dies, it leaves behind a spreading damage zone. The safest strategy is to group at the edge of the arena. Let the clones gather, then kill them together to minimize the damage zones. Tip: the damage zones can be cleared by the explosions from Mechanic 1. Talent conditions. Talent 1-1 don't get hit by the damage zones. Talent 1-2 defeat all 3 clones within 10 seconds of each other. Mechanic 4, Vajra Formation and Wrath Phase. The boss summons staffs that form one or more safe zones. Some players will be marked with a mask icon and take heavy damage. Marked players must stand inside the safe zone to mitigate the damage. Healers should stay alert. Use the team-wide Golden Body Mystic skill if needed. After that, the boss floats and begins a full arena damage phase. 2 staffs will have HP bars above them. Destroy them as quickly as possible to interrupt the boss. Mechanic 5, Staff Drop Full Team Target. This is similar to Mechanic 4, but with a twist. 2 players are targeted first and control where the staffs spawn. Lines connecting the staff's landing points to other pre-existing staffs on the field create safe zones. If 2 staffs are too far apart, a line will not form between them. The targeted players need to position the staffs carefully to ensure the safe zones are large enough. Afterward, the entire team is targeted with small circular AoEs. How to handle: spread out inside the safe zone. Avoid overlapping AoEs as much as possible. Then quickly destroy the staffs to interrupt the boss. Talent conditions. Talent 2-1, interrupt the boss within 20 seconds. Talent 2-2, no deaths during this and the previous 4th mechanic. Talent 2-3, no deaths during this and the previous mechanic, and no overlapping AoEs. Please note that on the CN server, Talent 2-3 has several bugs and may not unlock even when all conditions are met. CN players have found that the safest way to complete this bug-prone talent is to deal high DPS and deplete the boss's chi bar quickly enough to skip Mechanic 4 and proceed directly to Mechanic 5. Phase 2, Guo Xin. This phase is more coordination-heavy, so assigning roles is key. A common setup: 3 players deflecting Mo Blade soldiers' attacks, 3 flag carriers, 3 flex roaming players, 1 dedicated damage taker. Phase overview. Guo Xin has 2 phases. During the first phase, waves of bird enemies will appear. Focus on enemies with red icons first. At the end of Phase 1, the 3 flag carriers must pick up the flags. It's also best if no one dies during this phase, as Phase 2 is significantly more difficult. Phase 2 mechanics. Mechanic 1, Morale Bar. During Phase 2, the boss has a circular progress bar around its icon at the top of the screen. Let's call it the Morale Bar. When the bar reaches 1/3 or 2/3, the boss triggers a new mechanic. When it fills completely, the entire team dies. The bar increases slowly over time, but player deaths cause it to rise significantly, so staying alive is critical. Flag carriers gain an additional shield skill that can block special gold attacks. Using this skill at the right time and in the right position is crucial. Mechanic 2, Mo Blade Soldiers. 3 red circular zones appear. Mo Blade Soldiers spawn and perform a ground smash when the cast finishes. 3 players must each stand in a zone and successfully deflect the smash. Afterward, wind walls will form around the zones, kill the soldiers quickly. Failing to do so causes massive team-wide damage. Tip: Soaring Spin and Strategic Sword charged attacks allow players to pass through the wind walls. Talent conditions. Talent 1-1, deflect and defeat 1 Mo Blade soldier. Talent 1-2, deflect and defeat 2 Mo Blade soldiers in 1 fight. Talent 1-3, no one gets hit by the Mo Blade soldier's heavenly punishment. Mechanic 3, archers, red plus gold attacks. Archers fire red line attacks, followed by tracking gold attacks targeting 1 or 2 players. If an archer's red attacks are deflected by 2 players, the archer will be defeated. Strategy: split into pairs to deflect red attacks. If someone is targeted by gold attacks, a flag carrier must use the shield skill to block them. Mechanic 4, cone AoE, one shot. The boss fires cone-shaped gold AoEs. Simply move out of the area, getting hit is fatal. Flag carriers can block this attack with the shield skill, but it's not recommended due to its clunky usage and cooldown. Mechanic 5, lightning orbs. Tracking lightning orbs will follow the flag carriers. If they hit the carrier, it's a one-shot. Other players should intercept the orbs. Talent conditions. While holding a flag, talent 2-1, block 2 gold attacks. Talent 2-2, block 4 gold attacks. Talent 2-3, no one gets hit by archers, gold attacks, or Guo Xin's cone AoE. Final notes. Talents 1-1, 1-2, 2-1, and 2-2 for both bosses can be completed with AI teammates if needed, so don't worry if your group isn't perfect. That's it for this quick guide to the level 86 Heroes realm. If this helped, feel free to stick around. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.